my house. Nope. Get out of my house.
Come on, out of the bedroom.
No.
Be quiet.
No, don't tell me to be quiet in my house. Get out of my
First of all, when you do this to a cop and you're like, get out of my house, not up in my house. When you do that with a cop and get out of my fucking house, fucking, really? Oh, I'm sure the cops are gonna say, oh, it's just our mistake. Give me a fucking break.
This guy is gonna break into my house. All these uninvited officers have just broken into my
When cops come, generally you're uninvited.
house, and now I'm really upset. Don't touch me!
back there! Come on.
Don't touch me for what? Broke my because he's a dude. I'm gonna sue the holy out of you, dude.
And you're gonna fight with a cop, you little lady. Why the fuck would you do that? Nothing's better than good old-fashioned fucking drama, right? Drama, drama, drama. Calm is better. You can disagree with a cop. I'm sorry, I don't agree with your version of the facts, officer. Now go fuck yourself. No.
Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And what he do? And he's gonna react to all the self-snitching.
Hi, this is Bruce Rivers. Welcome to another fun-filled episode of Criminally Reacts. I'm Bruce Rivers, your board-certified criminal defense lawyer, coming to you with my pearl handle pistol cufflinks, so graciously gifted to me by our former content genius that you knew and I knew as Michael Rivers. So today we're reacting to the case of, what's her name again? Rachel Archuleta. And this is I haven't seen this yet. This is part of a collaboration with Iwu, Explore With Us. But this is a domestic assault call that kind of goes awry in a bunch of different directions. And so before we get to this, just take a guess who this is. You're sitting there, you're on pins and needles. Oh my God, who is this episode brought to you by? Who's our sponsor? Oh, it's AskALawyer.com, of course. So say your grandma's sitting in her basement and she's thinking about a business idea because she has all kinds of seniors who really think she's gorgeous and she wants to do kind of an OnlyFans thing, but not sure what kind of corporation to set up. Well, she goes to AskALawyer.com. And you know, grandma's sitting there in her Cheeto stained nightie and she's got a business idea. Go for it, grandma. Because then, you know, I won't be funding your operation like you want me to. Or if you just got some legal issue you're going through, go to AskALawyer.com. For $49, you get a living, breathing lawyer. And if you're doing your own legal research, they've got AI that's trained in all of 50 states. So that's, you know, painless as well. So go to AskALawyer.com. All right, let's just get into this. You know, I hate domestic cases, as you know, especially guys who beat their wives. They never take responsibility. They're cheap as hell, and they're pains in the asses. But this is not that. I think the guy called the cops on this one.
Get out of my house. Nope. Get out of my house.
Come on, out of the bedroom.
Nope.
Be quiet.
No, don't tell me to be quiet in my house. Get out of my
First of all, when you do this to a cop and you're like, get out of my house, not up in my house. When you do that with a cop and get out of my fucking house, fucking, really? Oh, I'm sure the cops are gonna say, oh, it's just our mistake. Give me a fucking break.
house.
Getting out of your house.
This guy is gonna break into my house. All these uninvited officers have just broken into my
When cops come, generally you're uninvited.
house, and now I'm really upset. Don't touch me!
back there! Come on.
Don't touch me for what? Broke my
And you're gonna fight with a cop, you little lady. Why the fuck would you do that? You know, calm is better. You can disagree with a cop. I'm sorry, I don't agree with your version of the facts, officer. Now go fuck yourself. No, he fucking broke my elbow because he's a bitch, dude.
He's a dude. I'm gonna sue the holy out of you, dude.
On February 17, 2021, the Rio Rancho Police Department receives a haunting 911 call requesting officers to respond to a domestic dispute. When they arrive, tensions rise even further, resulting in a shocking altercation no one saw coming.
Jonathan, please come help me.
The following is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law.
In a court of law, not in the court of public opinion or Bruce's court. Guilty.
At 6:55 a.m., 38-year-old Jonathan Brandt calls the Rio Rancho Police Department in New Mexico.
911, what is the location of your emergency? Hello, 911.
Can I get an officer southeast?
Is that off of Western Hills? Sir, can you hear me?
So guys typically are reluctant to call the cops because guess what happens if we call the cops? We're the ones that get taken to jail. And the general rule really is don't ever be with a woman that would call the cops on you. Or do this shit.
Hello? Can you tell me what's going on there?
Jonathan then hangs up, and though the dispatcher attempts to call back, they receive no answer.
You hang up on a 911, guess what? They're coming to your house no matter what. You hang up, they've got your GPS location. You know, if you're calling from a cell phone or landline, they got you.
However, they have his location, and it only takes about 10 minutes for officers to arrive at Jonathan's girlfriend, 38-year-old Rachel Archuleta's house.
There we go.
Nothing's better than good old-fashioned fucking drama, right? Drama, drama, drama.
Rio Rancho Police Department. Rio Rancho Police Department.
Though no one is answering the door, arguing and raised voices can be heard within the residence. Soon, more officers arrive. With no idea what's going on inside, they begin to look for another entrance.
Again, as I've said 100 times, it's a tough job being a cop. It's a tough job because you don't know what you're coming into. And you hear the yelling, you don't know if they have a weapon. So the officers are coming to a hang-up, right? 911 call. So they're free to do that and they're free to knock on the door. Then they hear the yelling and shouting going on. So does that give them the authority to enter the home? You're damn right it does. It's a welfare check at the very least with something that's ongoing. So there's a few exceptions to the warrant requirement, you know, about entering a home. One is the emergency doctrine, or if somebody's in the home and there's something going on, like a physical emergency, like a domestic assault, ongoing crime. There's the hot pursuit. You know, you're chasing somebody, they go into their home, you saw them commit a crime, you're going to chase them, and you don't need a warrant for that. You have the effervescent doctrine, you know, you're going to destroy evidence. So there's all kinds of exceptions to the warrant requirement.
Oh. Yep, it's unlocked.
I don't know if we can go in though, bro.
What's that?
I don't know if we have enough to go in.
I don't know if we have enough to go in. I'd say they do, because they've got a hang-up call and you got a domestic. This seems like it's in progress.
After 30 minutes of multiple attempts to get someone to come to the front door, the officers contact their lieutenant and explain the situation.
If that door's unlocked, then go ahead and make entry. Can you go there? You should be clear as well.
Yep, what's wrong? What's her name?
Rachel.
Yeah. Rio Rancho Police Department! Rio Rancho Police Department, come on out of the bedroom. Well, come out of your bedroom and we can talk.
You're violating the law.
Nope, I'm not.
What should her tact be at this point? Calm. Oh, I'm sorry, officer. Can I get you a donut? I mean, just calm. Instead she's got to be a complete raving bitch. And who wants to fucking deal with that?
Actually, come on out, please.
No, out of my house right now. I'm going to file a complete police report for harassment.
Okay, that's fine. You can do that later.
Get
Come on.
out of my house.
We're not getting out of your house.
Oh, wow. Who do I have to call, dude? Your supervisor? You just broke into my house.
Actually, your door's unlocked.
Rachel and Jonathan are found inside a bedroom.
There's no way you're allowed
Okay.
to be in my
Dude,
house. We're
come on.
arguing here. No, you can't. Get out of my house. No, get out of.
So now they see these two, and she's agitated to beat all hell. He seems calm. Is there any visible signs that there's a physical confrontation. It's not against the law to argue with your spouse. If it was, everybody would be in jail.
Get out of my
Come
house.
on, out of the bedroom.
No, I'm not getting out of the bedroom. We're having an art. Oh my gosh.
Okay, you're
Who's
about
your
to get put in
supervisor?
handcuffs.
Who's your supervisor?
Sergeant Laporte, who's the
Okay,
one that's outside
good.
right now.
Good, good.
Come
Who's
on
your
out.
captain?
I don't.
You just walked into my house
Your
uninvited.
door is unlocked and you're having a
Did
domestic.
I invite
We're doing
you?
a community
Did I
welfare
invite you
check.
into my home? No, I did not.
I don't care.
Do you see what you did, Jonathan? Give me the phone so I can call the main people. Please. Call them up. They are not allowed to be in my home. Period. You cannot be in my home. None of you guys. I want you out of my house right now. You're violating
Let's
the
go.
law. You're violating the law. You have no right to enter my home.
I'm sorry, how long have you been?
This could be de-escalated in literally 2 fucking seconds. She could just take, there's nothing going on here. You don't see any marks on me. You don't see any marks on him. We're just having a verbal argument.
Practicing law enforcement
For a long time.
I'm sure you have.
No. We're arguing and we're talking about something. That's
Talking?
it.
The officer addressing Rachel is Matthew Phelps. Things between Phelps and Rachel are about to take a dramatic turn.
You're not gonna walk in my house and tell us where to go.
Be quiet.
No, don't tell me to be quiet in my house. Get out of my house.
Getting out of your house.
Get out of my house right now.
You're about to get hit in handcuffs, okay?
In my house, you're gonna barge
Yes.
and break into my house. This guy is gonna break into my house. All these uninvited officers have just broken into my house, and now I'm really upset. And I'm not even at the level of upset with him. You guys just barged into my house,
That's
and you're
because the
threatening to.
police called.
No, you cannot.
Your ex-boyfriend or your
Do you-
boyfriend.
Look at the boyfriend's face. So Jesus fucking Christ. Guys, take her away already. I just want to sleep.
Do you understand that you
wide open
and so
Mind you, he hasn't said a word yet. He hasn't said one fucking word.
and
we
so
came
that
in to make a
doesn't
contact
make
with you.
that doesn't make it right.
Yes,
It
it
do-
was.
No, no,
Come on out here.
no,
Yes.
no. You guys need to get out of my house.
Okay, sir, do me a favor. Stay there.
We're talking.
Okay, I need you outside.
No, we're talking.
Outside.
Tell them, Jonathan. that we're
Outside.
talking.
Let me go.
You're not going to tell me to get out of my. No, you're not going to tell me.
Come on outside.
No, don't touch me,
Hey,
Jonathan.
stay there.
You're going to let them do
No.
that.
Let me go talk to him, okay?
Okay.
We're fighting for some stupid. They're not allowed. They're violating the law, and they're going to put their hands on me.
See, one of the things I think that cops should have is a little more training on. First of all, I think cops should have a 4-year degree because they deal with so many complicated situations, right? And not so much so that they learn things in college, just so that they mature in college. Because when you're like 19, 20 years old and you just got done with a 2-year education and you do your 6-month skills, you don't have enough life behind you. And you kind of are stuck in that kind of little bit of immaturity in a sense. As opposed to if you travel the world and get a bigger perspective. Now, not all cops are that way. But I've seen it over and over again with some buddies of mine that are cops that just go ape shit on people.
We're dealing with a serious matter.
That's right.
We're not even fighting like that.
Okay, that's fine. Talk to
Give
me
me your phone. Then get out of my house.
No,
You're violating the law.
Stay back there.
Don't touch
Stay back.
So no, why did she do that? Why did she go up to the officer? You know, with some officers, you do anything and it is, you trip a fucking switch. And they, okay, now it's on. You know, they have on and off switch.
Touch me for what? Ow, bro. Jonathan! Jonathan!
Stop.
Jonathan! Jonathan, he broke my arm. Jonathan! You broke my arm.
Why don't you tell me what they possibly could have been talking about that's worth this? What, him cheating on her? You know, I suppose that would be kind of worth it, I guess.
Oh, you broke my arm. Please take it off. You broke my.
Call EMS and have them come in here and check her out.
Though Jonathan had been escorted out of the room by officers, he heard the altercation from the hall.
I know. Listen,
John, just come with us, please. Please, John.
dude, you guys don't understand. She worked all night. That's what she's dealing with stuff. She's dealing with stuff. I'm telling you guys.
Just, you can't be acting like that.
Listen, it's her house, man.
Hold us down.
Listen, I called you guys. Understand? Look, please. She worked all night. She's a nurse. She works at Presbyterian in downtown.
Why wouldn't you just listen?
Because you're in my house. You cannot walk into my home, dude. You can't walk and you can't hog time either. I was in the law for 6 years. 6 years. I know the law. I've been in the law. I still work in the prison, dude. You cannot do this to me, dude. You just broke my I'm sorry.
As she says, Rachel previously worked as an officer at a prison for 6 years before becoming a nurse.
Well, I just had a little issue with her. That was it. Okay.
All right.
It's nothing else. She's just as high strong.
When we were standing out there, you guys.
I understand that. She's just as high strong.
Jonathan! I'm trying. Okay. Oh, my arm is hurting. Let me.
The art of de-escalation should be employed here. And it's not. The cops aren't escalating. She's clearly out of control. But just because somebody's out of control doesn't mean that you have to be.
Let me
That's
go.
what we're trying to do.
I'm
trying to listen to you.
No, I'm not talking to you. This man broke my arm. Dude.
Okay, which side? Which side?
My right arm.
Your right.
Broke my
Over
arm.
to this side.
I'm trying.
As the female officer attempts to help Rachel into a seated position, Officer Phelps leaves the room. He described this choice in a later report as to avoid additional escalation on scene.
Weak mother pig trying to manhandle a because I want you out of my home.
Okay, can you roll over this side?
I swear to God, I'm gonna sue the living out of you.
I'm gonna
sue the living out of you, you mother.
She's had a very long night. And
I heard at Thanksgiving, though, she's really nice.
I'm not adding to it. Okay.
Okay, all we're trying to do is figure out what's going on.
That's
See if we
fine.
can
I
leave
understand
her.
that. She's just as high as
Okay,
strong.
that's fine. We'll talk with her.
Okay.
Let's talk with you out here.
Yeah, that's all we're asking.
All right, I'm telling you.
Do you see the way this guy's talking to the cops? That's the way, even if you disagree with the cops, you know, they're being dicks, which they can be. You know, you deal with it like he's calm as a cucumber.
It's not a big deal. I just was trying to leave earlier. But
Jonathan will explain what led to his 911 call, but for now, the officer with Rachel tries to calm her down.
Broke my because he's a dude. I'm gonna sue the holy out of you, dude.
All right, is it this side?
No, it's my right arm. He spiral fracture. I know. I feel it. I'm a nurse. I just got out of work and we're having a conversation, dude. That's it. We weren't even touching each other.
Okay.
we're just having a little conflict, okay? And I was just trying to leave, and she just wanted to talk to me, and I wasn't having it. That was it. That was all. That's why I wanted an officer. I was
They
just
say
trying
it
to
was
leave.
all verbal?
Was it verbal? Yeah.
Verbal?
It was
No,
verbal.
no physical?
No,
Got physical?
no.
She didn't hit you?
No, none of that. It's just verbal. We're just talking.
So here's this can happen to some guys and some guys. That's all I want to say. What can happen is you're having a disagreement with somebody, a female, and you want to leave, and they put their hands on you to make you not leave. It's like, what do? You know, you just let them put their hands on you? No. So that's why he was calling the cops. Because I want to leave. I want a cop here, you know, just help me get out of here so I don't have to put my fucking hands on you.
Jonathan explains that he'd been planning to leave for California to close on a house he was buying. He was on his way out the door when Rachel returned. They soon began arguing about their living situation, jobs, and money.
She's just as loud. She's just like that all the time. That's just who she is.
You're dude. You're so pig.
Okay, no, here's the thing. When you do sue, and, you know, all this shit comes in on a civil suit, right? And so you're not going to be as sympathetic calling the cop a pig and fuck you and all this other stuff.
Trying to manhandle me for no reason. Jonathan, this mother broke my arm, babe. Jonathan, please come help me.
So you wanted us to come out and make sure that nothing happened? Is that what?
Yeah.
At this point, they should be getting her medical attention.
I was just trying to leave earlier, but, you know, now, you know, we've been talking for a little bit. It's better now. But now, of course, it's going to be worse. That was it. That's all.
Dude, I swear to God, I'm gonna pay for doing that. Just like he slammed the white mother slams black black my office, dude. Dude, you got, you know what I mean? I'm not talking about you. They're in my home. This is my home. They're not welcome. I didn't invite anyone in my home. Period. End of story.
Outside, EMS has arrived. Before they enter the home, Sergeant James Laporte, who told Matthew Phelps to cuff Rachel, gives them the rundown of the situation from his point of view.
She walks up and kind of attacks one of us. To maintain her, we wanted to cuff her, so we take her, and she starts fighting. So we take her to the ground. When we took her to the ground on the carpet to cuff her, she's fighting the whole time. Now she's saying that we cuffed her off.
Rachel will share a conflicting version of events.
Where are you hurting right now?
This punk pig broke my arm.
As Rachel is checked out by the medics, some of the officers outside discuss the incident, including Sergeant Laporte.
And this shit will all come in. And any statements they make are basically their admissions.
Oh, we know she could be standing there holding a gun.
To him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just holding.
But she wasn't.
I mean, like, come on. All right, well, I guess I'll get started on my use of force report.
So right now, like I said, I don't see any evidence that it's broken. And normally, if we've got a fracture, there will be some swelling at least right away and possible deformity. We've got no evidence of that. Now, we don't have an X-ray with us, so there's no way to tell if there's anything else going on. But my guess, just off of first impression of it, is that you probably have a sprain. But I don't see any kind of fracture there.
The medics agree to put a sling on Rachel's arm, and she declines their offer to take her to the hospital for further examination, saying she will take herself there later.
Pig broke my arm, dude. Like I'm some kind of hobo off the street. I can't believe it. When these mother get shot in their mother face, they deserve it. Not all.
And here I thought I swore a lot.
I'm sorry. I don't mean you. I know there's good cops.
Outside, Laporte also recounts the event with the lieutenant.
I grabbed her to have her leave. He stands up. He's like, I'll leave. I'll leave the room. All right, fine. You leave. Calm her down. We're going to keep her in here. As he's leaving, I'm walking behind him. She comes up, hits me in the back.
Earlier, when talking to the female officer, Rachel claimed something entirely different had happened.
I was walking back away from him.
Both Laporte and Phelps' body cam caught this exact moment.
Get out of my house. No. You're violating the law.
Stay back there.
Don't touch
Stay
me.
back there.
In the end, we have to do a welfare check, and that means talking to both of them, assessing injuries, finding out what the situation is, and giving them a chance to convince us.
So what do you think? Who was in the wrong? Was she in the wrong? Or was he in the wrong? And here's the other thing. When it comes time to sue somebody about this, there's a thing called comparative fault. Comparative fault is like, let's say we got into a car crash and, I turned in front of you and, you had the right of way, but I was almost through and you should have slowed down more, There's some comparative fault issues that go. So if she's at fault at all during this, her damages would be reduced. And if she's determined to be 51% at fault, she doesn't get a thing.
That it really is nothing or something. That's the justification for going in there. That's fine. It's not like we were searching the place.
You're not going to tell me to get out of my road. You're not going to tell me. No, don't touch me. You're going to You're fighting for.
Here's what these cops could have done. Hindsight is always 20/20, right? But they could have backed off. There was no immediate concern. They were yelling at each other, or she was yelling loudly, but there was no immediate concern. In other words, nobody was bleeding, nobody was injured, there were no weapons clearly visible. They should have separated them, bring the guy out, and then backed off and say, okay, you guys just take care, which I think they were starting to do, and then she kind of went a little bit apeshit. So whether a jury takes that into consideration, who knows?
They're not loud. They're violating the law. They're going to put their hands on me. We're dealing with a serious matter. We're not even fighting like that. Give me your phone. Get out of my house.
In the end, it's ultimately up to you and the charging case officer if you want to push charges or just write it up as what happened.
All right,
Because it's not like anything that you did. It's not like you decided, I'm going to tase her. She did something to you, and you reacted correctly.
According to police documents, Phelps' report about the incident stated that after he witnessed Rachel, quote, commit battery, he attempted to gain control of her right arm in order to effect an arrest. After initially pulling her arm away, Phelps said he was able to reacquire her right arm, and in his words, then escorted her to the carpet floor.
Escorted her to the carpet floor. Might I escort you to the carpet floor? How's that? Fucking give me a break. Escort her to the carpet floor.
Carpet floor.
Ow, bro!
I'm honestly trying to find something you guys did wrong, and I'm not thinking of anything.
After talking to Laporte, the lieutenant heads inside to speak with Rachel.
I'm Lieutenant Holt with Rio Rancho PD.
Hi.
Hi. I've been informed about the general situation. That's what happened here so far. I just wanted to...
I need to just take this off, because seriously, man.
You want to take those off? Okay, go ahead. You can take those off.
I'm going to watch all the body cameras. I'm going to talk to all the officers. I'm going to look into what got us here in the beginning, what the statements were, and everything to that point. And what we'll do is find out if there's any policy violations, if the officers acted improperly, anything that we need to know so that we make sure that this is done correctly.
Correct. I told him to not touch me. He's trying to drag me out of the room for what? Like, what for? How do I file a complaint about that guy?
You just did.
Okay.
You're welcome to write out.
There's also a civilian review board. So if you have a complaint against a cop, you can go to a civilian review board. They review it, and if it's substantiated, then it goes to internal affairs.
A written statement if you want to.
Okay.
But either way, it's going to be treated as a complaint, and we're going forward with that.
As things wrap up, both Rachel and Jonathan are informed that no domestic violence charges would be brought against either of them. However, the case was far from over. According to court documents, Rachel eventually sought medical aid and was told her arm had indeed been broken. On March 3, 2021, 2 weeks after the incident, she contacted Lieutenant Holt and informed him about her injury, stating she was consulting an attorney about legal action. The next day, on March 4th, Phelps filed criminal charges against Rachel.
Imagine the timing of that. Oh, yes, you're going to fuck with me? Well, I'm going to fuck with you.
For felony battery on a peace officer and 2 counts of misdemeanor resisting, evading, or obstructing an officer during arrest. Rachel initially pled no contest to reduce charges. However, she later withdrew her plea. The conviction was vacated, and the next day, criminal proceedings on the charges against Rachel were reinstated. The case is currently pending in New Mexico State Court. Rachel later filed a complaint against 3 officers, Matthew Phelps, James Laporte, and Joel Holt, for alleged illegal entry, unlawful arrest, use of excessive force, and retaliation against Rachel as a result of her First Amendment-protected speech. According to news sources, the officers being sued have all retired.
Imagine that. Why would they all retire?
The case is ongoing, with an upcoming hearing on November 25th, 2025.
Basically what happened here is I think the defense in the civil case had moved to dismiss, and the judge said, no, it's too early to dismiss this yet, and we're going to put this on hold until the criminal case is over, which is something they typically do, because they can't really take her deposition and have her assert the Fifth Amendment. Because if you assert the Fifth Amendment in a civil proceeding, a jury can assume an adverse inference against you. So, you're being quiet. Well, you must have something to hide. You know, so they can assume that it's negative information that you would present to the court. However, in a criminal context, you can't do that. You can take the Fifth Amendment and not testify, and the jury can't infer anything from that. So it's really different between civil and criminal. This is a great example of a situation that just went wrong. Do I think the cops had authority to go into her home? I do. Do I think that the cops had authority to separate them and just kind of figure out if there's any domestic violence going on? Yes, and I think they could have done that a lot more quickly, you know, and just with her being as agitated she was, okay, We get that you're pissed off at him for some reason. Now you're mad at us. Sir, come on out here. You just stay there, and we're just going to talk to you for 5 minutes. They would have realized, look, there's nothing going on here. Let's leave. I mean, it was as simple as that. You know, but the fact that they instituted charges the minute she filed a lawsuit tells you that is a vindictive prosecution. And then all of a sudden, the guys who were there are now retired. It's like, okay. So, you know, let me just tell you, if you have a woman that won't let you leave a room, get another woman. Period. Hard stop. End of story. If you have a woman who's putting her hands on you, get another woman. Life's too short to argue. Life's too short to have all this drama. You know, this gal, smart gal, sounds like overworked. You know, the nurses are incredible people and they do incredible work, and they are overworked and underpaid. Some make really good money, but even the really good money that they make is still underpaid. I wish Miss Archuleta well. I hope she and her beau are doing well. I mean, who knows if they're still together or not. He probably was moving his home to get away from her. I don't know. So we'll see you next time here at Criminal Lawyer Reacts. That's Explore with us. Now, it is Christmas almost. You got some goodies at clrbrucerivers.com. So make sure you go there and order it soon so you have it by Christmas so that Nick can get his dog out of the hospital. You know, Nick is living in his trailer down by the river, and his dog is really, I'm just joking. But Nick is in charge of all that. And if you have an outstanding order, guess what? He just got caught up today, so it'll all be there for when you need it. And make sure you go to Patreon, sign up for that. Sign up for Facebook, and subscribe to our channel, and make sure you click on that bell, because then you'll get notified about our videos. So see you next time here on Criminal Lawyer Reacts.
Rivers just broke down your case. He know all the charges that you about to face. You ain't coming home till 2058. That self-snitching gon' get you put away. Bruce Rivers just broke down your case. He know all the charges that you about to face. You ain't coming home till 2058. That self-snitching gon' get you put away. 23-hour lockdown, please, is that my God?